So for the last video we're going to record, I'm going to show you number 16, 17, and 18 and how to solve those problems. So number 16 says, look at the picture graph below. Which type of book was chosen by the same number of students in each class? So we have to look at both picture graphs, picture graph A and B, and we need to figure out which one has the same number of students. Is it going to be adventure, mystery, or nonfiction? So for Class A, adventure has, well, first we have to look at the keys. So each book, whole book, represents 2 students, and each half book represents 1 student. So I am going to take my pen so I can mark it up, and I am going to count my book. So I have 4 whole books, 1, 2, 3, 4, times 2 is 8. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whole books here. 5 times 2 is 10. Then I have 1, 2 whole books here. 2 times 2 is 4, and a half a book is 1, so 4 plus 1 is 5. Now we're going to look at Class B. Class B has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 adventure. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 whole books. 4 times 2 is 8, plus a half a book, that's 1, is 9. And then we have nonfiction. Nonfiction is 2 whole books. 2 times 2 is 4, and then a half of a book is 1. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So which book has the same number in both classes? We have Class A and Class B. It looks like the nonfiction book both have 5. So we are going to fill in nonfiction as our answer. Then we're going to look at Class A and see how many fewer students have mystery than adventure and nonfiction. So this word "and" means we are going to add adventure and nonfiction. So I want to look up at Class A. Adventure and nonfiction is 8 and 5. 8 plus 5 is 13. And then we're going to see how many fewer students like mystery than adventure and nonfiction. So we have to look at mystery. Mystery has 10. So we are going to see how many fewer students means that we're going to subtract. So we're going to do 13 minus 10. And 13 minus 10 equals 3. Now, the answer is 3. We need to make a sentence. So how many fewer students like mystery than adventure and nonfiction? 3 fewer students like mystery than adventure and non-fiction. And then we are going to click off, and we're going to drag it down so that we can drag it down to the answer. That's number 17. And now we showed our work, and we also have the answer. Now we're going to do 18. Number 18, Ellie has $22 to spend on art supplies. She wants to buy at least 1 canvas, 1 tube of paint, and 1 brush. Which art supplies can she buy if she spends all her money? So she wants to buy 1. I'm going to use this, maybe the cube, because if you do and you stack them, yeah, that works. So if she wants to buy one canvas, it shows it here, one canvas, one tube of paint, one brush, one canvas, one tube of paint, one brush. So she has $22. First, we're going to add one of everything. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 2 is 9. So right now, she's at $9. She has $22 to spend. So we have to subtract 22 minus 9. So can we do 2 minus 9? No, you have to take before you can give. So you cross out the 2 and take, and you make that a 1. And now this 2 becomes a 12. So now 12 minus 9 is 3. And then you bring down the 1 to make 13. So now we have $13 left to spend. I am going to use my ones place, my $3, and I'm going to buy a tube of paint. So I'm going to take away $3, and then I'm going to have $10 left. And I'm going to take that $3, that tube of paint, and I am going to make sure that I put it where I want it. There. Now I have $10 left. So I can either spend it all on brushes, because 2 times something does give me 10. 2 times 5 gives me 10. So I can do 4 more brushes, or 5 more brushes, I should say, to give me $10. Or I can split it between canvas and brush. So if I bought another canvas, that would be $4. So 10 minus 4 equals 6. So now I have $6 left. So I have $6. I can either buy 6 times what gives me 2 times what gives me 6, 2 times 3. I can either buy 3 more brushes, or I can still split it between the canvas and the brush. So I am going to split it. I'm going to buy 1 more canvas for $4. And I am going to say 6 minus 4 equals 2. Good. And now I have $2 left, so I can buy 1 brush with that $2 that I have left. But there's other ways for you to solve it. If you saw, I talked about how you can buy more brushes, so you could have bought no more canvases and just 1, and bought 5 more brushes and had 6 brushes. However you want to spend it, to make sure that you have no money left, because now 2 minus the $2 that you just spent on brushes equals 0. So now you spent all the money. Now it says, what given information will you use to solve the problem? So I'm going to use, the given information that I'm going to use is the cost of the items. So I'm going to write that. The given information I will use is the cost of the supplies. I'm going to drag that down to my answer. And now I have 1 more question left. B, explain your thinking and show the supplies she can buy on the graph. So we already filled in the supplies on the graph, and we kind of already explained our thinking. So now I'm going to type out my explanation. So I'm going to start by saying she needed to buy at least 1 of everything. So $4 plus, we can use the plus sign, plus $3 plus $2 equals $9. Then I subtract 9 from 22 and got 13 after, or $13, I should say. Then I tried to see what else she could buy. One more tube of paint is $3, and that brings her to $10 to spend. Then I purchased 2 more canvases for $8, and 10 minus 8 equals 2. She had $2 left to spend on one more paintbrush. I know it's a very long explanation, but at least it gets all of the points across and answers across that that need to be said. And then I bring this down to the box. I'm just going to try and fit it into the box. And click off, and perfect. And that is a review for all of topic 7. And if you have any questions, make sure that you message me before Monday. Thank you.